I am really missing that Black Ops 3 beta, man. I've been going through withdrawals these last couple of days, not being able to play the Black Ops 3 beta. And I gotta tell you, I really did enjoy playing the beta. And I can't wait to play the full game in November. Really excited about it. It's gonna be a good year of Call of Duty, guys. Anyway, the gameplay that you guys are watching is me using the M8 assault rifle here on the map Combine. Now, this is a flawless gameplay. And it is a flawless gameplay thanks to my character Nomad and his specialist ability Rejact. Now, of course, Rejact was a big topic of discussion and debate here during the beta. There was some people that liked it, some people that didn't like it, some people believed it should be taken out of the game, and some people believe that it had its place in the game. And I'm going to go over all that in this commentary. This commentary is actually going to go over all the specialist abilities that we were able to play with during the Black Ops 3 beta. Very similar to what I did with Score Streaks. If you guys did not see that video, I will put that video's link down in the description below, and that is if you're curious to know what I think about Score Streaks, the buffs, the nerfs, things that need to be taken into consideration before the game's release in November. That's where I go over that, and that's what I'm going to do here with the specialist abilities. So without further ado, let's get into it, huh? Let's talk a little bit about the specialist abilities. Now, I really did enjoy the specialist abilities in the Black Ops 3 beta. At first, I was a little concerned when I heard they had specialist abilities in the Black Ops 3 game. I wasn't sure if it was going to be too Destiny, and I wasn't sure if it wasn't going to make it feel like a Call of Duty game and all that. But I gotta tell you, after playing the beta, I really did enjoy the specialist abilities. I think it adds a really fun element to the game, and I just had a blast using the different specialist abilities. I think it just kind of mixes things up, and like I said, it's a lot of fun. It really is. So the one that I used first was the Outrider Sparrow specialist ability. And of course, that is the bow and arrow specialist ability, and there's just something really satisfying about putting one of those arrows through someone and seeing them explode, and the sound effects. It's just a really fun specialist ability. I'm glad I used that one first. Had a lot of fun with it, and it's probably something I'll stick to within November as far as using it first, if that's probably the only option I have. Had a lot of fun using it. I think it's a very good introduction into the specialist abilities. Didn't use her Vision Pulse. That's the Outrider's other specialist ability. I didn't get into that one. Ruin was another first character that we had, and of course he had the gravity spikes and overdrive. Now, the gravity spikes I used very briefly. I didn't like that specialist ability too much. I just didn't feel very rewarded when I used it. I only got like maybe 1 or 2 kills at the most, and then I had to wait for it to recharge again. And I just feel with other specialist abilities, you can obtain a lot more kills and do a lot more damage with. It's even like the Sparrow. I mean, the arrows, I would probably get 3-4 kills with those things versus just getting 1 or 2 kill with gravity spikes. So I wasn't a big fan of his. Then I moved on to Prophet and his specialist ability, the Tempest. Of course, that's the electricity gun. Now, this one received a nerf during the Black Ops 3 beta. Not sure why. I already thought that it kind of was slow at the charge. Yeah, it fired fast. Yeah, it had good accuracy and all that stuff, but I just felt like it was a little slow at times. But nonetheless, I thought it was a fun specialist ability. There's some of my friends out there who thought it was their best specialist ability as far as weapons are concerned. But, you know, I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I did like Prophet's specialist ability Glitch. I really did enjoy that one. That one is just a ton of fun. This one also received a nerf. Not sure why. I know now you glitch backwards a shorter distance. I thought the distance was fine. Not really sure why that picked up a nerf. I thought it was a very cool specialist ability, and it's probably one that I'm also going to use a lot during the game's release in November. And let me know down in the comment section below if you guys felt that one needed a nerf. I'm not sure why that one did. Another one, Battery. She's the one with the War Machine and the kinetic armor. The War Machine got a nerf, went down I think from 8 shots to 6 shots. That didn't feel like it was necessary. I didn't think her War Machine was that OP. I thought it was a fun weapon to use. And again, you know, most of these weapons, you die and you lose them. So, you know, there was people that would get a couple War Machine shots off and then they would end up dying. So, I'm not sure why they did all these nerfs right away. I'm not sure if they're going to stick with this when the game comes out in November or release it back the way it was, if they just did it for the beta just to test it out. But I think they should go back to 8 shots. I think they should go back with the glitch to its regular distance. And I think the Tempest was fine the way it was. That's my personal opinions. The kinetic armor worked out fine. I think it's good that it was short. It's not too long. If used the right way, it could be very effective. I saw people take flags with it or push out of their spawn if they were spawn trapped with it. And, you know, again, it's one of those things that in the right hands, it works. Seraph's Annihilator pistol, I thought that one was okay. It was a little slow for me as far as the reload, the cockback time. You know, there'd be times there was 2-3 people and I wanted to shoot them all, but she was too busy cocking back the pistol, and I would only get like 1 or 2 of them, and then I'd get shot. So that one, if anything, I think needed a little bit of a buff, but not much. It was still a good pistol. Didn't use her combat focus. Now we get into Nomad, and of course Nomad had the Hive, and I thought the Hive little launcher that he did was really, really fun. A very strategic specialist ability there. You could put those things, those little mines of nanomites on flags or in busy hallways, and people come out and they get them. I have some gameplays of that coming up, so check that one out. Now, of course, we get into Reject. Now, Reject, I'm going to give you guys my overall opinion about Reject. Now, Reject, to me, is still second chance. It's still a last stand, okay? I don't care how you look at it. Some people call it a fancy tactical insertion. Bullshit, okay? It's still last stand. Now, do I think that it's overpowered? No. But I think in the wrong hands, it can be a broken mechanic in the game. Now, of course, if there's one person running it, you kill them. You can stay around the green cloud of smoke, and when they get up, you can kill them, okay? Yeah, that can happen. A lot of the times, though, I did win those battles when I got back up. However, if a full team is running that, or if you have a few people on the other team running Reject together, they can actually use that to take you out of the game for a while. So you go down, right? You have Reject. This guy's waiting around your green cloud, waiting for you to get up. He calls his teammates over. Well, guess what? Your whole focus is on him. They're going to flank around you. They're going to shoot you. Can you imagine if a whole team of tryhards is using Reject? You're never going to get a kill, man. Every single time they get down, their teammates are going to shoot you while you're waiting for them to get up, and they're going to continue forward, and the next guy's going to go down. Then he's going to wait for his teammates to come around. They're going to clear it out. You could see how it could be a broken mechanic. Overall, I think in Call of Duty, there should not be anything that allows you to cheat death. When you die, your streaks end, your score streaks end, you go back to your spawn and you start over again. I am not for anything that is like Second Chance or allows people to cheat death. That's just my general opinion. When Black Ops 1 had Last Stand, and then when Black Ops 2 came out and said they didn't have Last Stand, it came out to a cheering, applause. Everybody was very, very happy. Everybody was like, oh, you know what? No more Last Stand, yay. Now all of a sudden they rename it Reject, and everybody's like, hey, why are you taking this out of the game? Why are you nerfing it? It doesn't belong in the game. But if they're going to keep it in the game, which I'm sure they are, because David Vonderhaar is a big enthusiast and advocate of Reject, it seems like, then I'm going to sit there and use it. Yeah, it's cheesy. Yeah, it's annoying. But you know what? If other people are going to use it, then I'm going to use it too. And that's just the way I'm going to look at it. If it's going to be in the game, if it's going to be one of those things that is going to piss me off and it's cheesy, I'm going to use it as well. It's that simple. Anyway, let's move on. Reaper was my second favorite character and specialist ability with his scythe machine gun. I thought that thing is great. That was just a Slayer's companion right there. It allows you to push forward and just really dump down hallways and clear people out. I love that ability. I think that's going to be my second most used ability outside of Reject and Glitch or something like that. I like those abilities as well, but I definitely like the scythe of the Reaper. Psychosis was fun. That's the one where he breaks off and makes little copies of himself. That one can be very useful in like domination and stuff. You want to throw people off when you're on a flag. I think that's a very cool ability, but I didn't use it that much. And last, Spectre, I didn't use any of Spectre's. I didn't use his Ripper or his active camo. I just didn't get to unlock him. I unlocked a bunch of other stuff before I got to him. So I didn't get to use that specialist ability. I have no opinions on it. But overall, like I said, guys, I really enjoyed the specialist abilities in Black Ops 3. And hopefully they make a few tweaks, but overall they keep it the way it was. I thought it was fine. That's my opinion. I'm out.